What's up, good people of YouTube? It's me, Chavez. I'm back with another MLB player prop video for you. Today is Tuesday, August 22nd, 2023. A lot of twos going on. Tuesday, 22nd, 2023. Damn. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. We'll kick things off by recapping our plays from yesterday, and then we're going to dive into the Prizepicks board as well as the Underdog board. I do have a total of 6 plays that I want to share with you today, 3 on each site. I will be including these plays in various slips. You can find a few of those slips over in my free player prop Discord. That link is in the video description. So if all that sounds good, I encourage you to stick around, drop a like, sub up, click the notification icon, get notified of all upcoming content and videos from me and the channel. And without further delay, let's get into our plays from yesterday. All right, 1-1 yesterday. We got a DNP, we got a scratch. There were a lot of DNPs yesterday, man. Monday was bad. We just had a lot of people call in sick. No way to really see that happening. So unfortunately, quite a few of my slips got sunk really quickly, but took the over on fantasy score for Kyle Tucker. That was our under because he finished with 5. We needed over 7.5. We took the over fantasy score for Marcus Semien. He comes through. There's our over. And then we did take the under on strikeouts for Connor Wong. It was set to 1.5. He was our scratch, our DNP. So no telling what he would have done, but I just really felt that he was in a good spot to not strike out more than one time yesterday. I thought he was in a good spot to put the ball in play versus Christian Javier, get to him a little bit, good splits, good matchup there. So overall, 1-1 on the day. We are obviously looking for better results today. Hopefully our picks hit and we can make some profit today. So without further delay, we are first going to transition over to the Prizepicks board and talk about 3 plays that I like for today. Okay, on the Prizepicks board, here are the 3 plays that I like for today that I will be playing. You may fade these, you may do what you want with these plays, but I'm playing these plays and I'm going to tell you why I like them. So if you got what you want, I wish you the best of luck. If you want to stick around and listen to the breakdown, then go ahead and do that. We're going to start off by talking about a hitter fantasy score for Francisco Lindor. We're just going to go down the row here. I like the over on this one, 7.5 hitter fantasy score for him today versus Bryce Elder and the Braves. Let's head over to props.cash and break it down. All right, here we are, props.cash. We got last 10 on the road pulled up for Lindor. Doing good things, averaging 2.6 total bases in those 2 games, averaging 3.5 hits, runs, and RBIs on the road in those 10 games. In terms of power, flashing that 2 home runs over his last 10 games on the road. His history versus Bryce Elder, also very good. 500 batting average, over 4 plate appearances, 1 home run and 3 RBIs. Versus right-handed pitching on the season, average is about the same versus lefties as well, so no real difference there. But the difference is going to be in his power numbers. 25 total doubles and triples, 13 home runs versus right-handed pitching. And then in terms of RBIs, 53 RBIs coming against right-handed pitching. So Lindor, maybe the Mets season is not good and is very disappointing, but as of late, I feel Lindor has been flipping that switch, and it's showing in these game logs. So a lot to like here for Lindor. Now, on the other side, Bryce Elder versus, I don't know what to consider this because Lindor is a switch-hitting batter. So he can bat from either the right or left side of the plate. But where Bryce Elder is giving up, a little bit more is against lefties. Higher average allowed, not by much. Power numbers are almost identical. So 7 home runs allowed to each side of the plate. You can see that his doubles and triples here, pretty similar. And then plate appearances, batters face, pretty similar too. So it really doesn't matter, I guess, which side of the plate Lindor bats from, because Bryce Elder can give up power and give up production to either side. When you factor that in with his history versus Elder, I think Lindor is just in a really good spot today on the road versus the Braves. So for all that being said, makes me like the over 7.5 hitter fantasy score for Lindor as our first play of the day. All right, let's talk about Ketel Marte. Hitter fantasy score sitting at 6.5. I like the over on this one. We're headed over to props.cash so we can break it down. Okay, back-to-back plays with hitters versus pitchers that have just really strong numbers against them. So hitter versus pitcher today, Marte versus John Gray. 34 plate appearances, 419 batting average, 677 slugging percentage, 5 RBIs, 2 homers, 2 doubles, and 9 singles. on the season, Marte versus right-handed pitching like John Gray, batting .263, five triples, 11 doubles, 15 homers, 52 singles, and in terms of his RBIs, 53. So Marte's doing a lot of damage to right-handed pitching. Even though his average is a little down, he's still hitting for way more power and just far more production in terms of the extra bases. Now, over let's look at the last 10 games for Marte at home, averaging 1.2 hits in those games. Hits, runs, and RBIs, 2.1. Home runs, 2. Stolen base upside, not really there, and not really going to see him steal a ton, so that's okay. Most of his production needs to come from the plate in this game because he doesn't have that upside like a Corbin Carroll or Jarren Duran, or I had like the biggest, I don't know what the hell that was, like a mosquito in my eye. Yeah, he doesn't have the stolen base upside that a lot of players do, but that's okay because he still has the great numbers versus John Gray. This game's at home, and Marte has been excelling at home over those 10 games. So looking at what John Gray has allowed to, another switch hitting batter. So we have Marte and Lindor back-to-back bats with switch hitting ability. Looking at what Gray has allowed to lefties, a little bit more power to lefties in terms of home runs. Batters face almost the same. Batting average almost identical. A few more extra base hits in terms of the doubles and triples to righties. But yeah, that power really stands out against lefties. So we could see Marte take his swings today versus John Gray from the left side of the plate, being that's where Gray seems to struggle a little bit. So back-to-back hitters with strong numbers versus the opposing pitcher, and back-to-back switch hitting hitters at that. So for all that being said, I'm going to take the over on Ketel Marte 6.5 hitter fantasy score, and that's going to be play number 2. All right, third play over on Prizepicks. Now this one is a little different. I had this one in a slip yesterday and it got scratched. I was really disappointed, but it's back on the board at 3 hits, runs, and RBIs combo for Elly De La Cruz plus Shohei Ohtani. That is I'm not sure if I'm missing something here, but this is a line that one of these guys can just hit by itself. Like, this is a line that Ohtani can hit with a home run. De La Cruz can hit with a home run. Seriously, this is just, in my mind, tremendous value for these two guys. So this is one that I will be playing in my slips, and I think it's one that we could confidently take because it's still I can't believe it's still on the board at this number, but it does offer push potential. So in the event that you only get 3 from these two guys, you still push. You don't lose this. You don't lose the play. So these are going to be our 3 plays here on Prizepicks. Let's head over to Underdog. I do want to show you 3 plays that I like on the Underdog dashboard. Okay, on the Underdog dashboard, here are 3 plays that I really like. So Jesus Luzardo over 4.5 hits allowed. We have Supa. This is the League of Legends play. This is a lower on his map 1 kills, and then Corbin Carroll over on his fantasy. So you can actually take these 3 plays and put them in a 3-pick non-insured on Underdog, which does give you really good payout numbers. 6x on that. You got to get all 3 of them right. Or if you just want to add a couple more and make it a 5-man insured, do what you want with these plays. But all 3 of these plays are in good spots to hit their line. I will be including these plays in I might just play this slip as is, and I could just be adding a couple more. But regardless, I'll be sharing all that information over in the free player prop Discord. So if you're not subbed up yet, if you're not over there, go ahead and join. That link is in the description if you want to take advantage and see what I'll be playing across a few different sites today. So there are 3 picks on Underdog, there are 3 picks on Prizepicks, and ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's video. All right, thank you so much for stopping by the channel, checking this video out. Drop a comment below if you have any questions. Drop a comment below, let me know what you have your eyes on in terms of your player props on Underdog, Prizepicks, whatever player site you're playing on. As always, thank you so much for all your support and helping this channel get a bit bigger every single day. Best of luck to you all should you tail any of these plays. And until tomorrow's MLB player prop video, Chavez is out.